Hi y'all, I'm Adrian.
Howdy everyone, I'm Cory.
With Art's Really Cool. Alright, so we are very happy to be a part of this month's 5,000 Below challenge. And last month we weren't able to do it because of, life was lifing. But we're gonna do it now and we're very happy. So this challenge is to do embellishments. To take any of our pieces that we like or don't like, whatever, and just embellish it in some way. So what are we gonna do, Cory?
So we're taking this painting, which we did with the inspiration of, can you guess?
Wicked!
All right, Cynthia. But we did it with the inspiration of Wicked, and we really like it. We love how it turned out. The ring light likes to ring off of it. We varnished it, but we did look up. You can paint over. We just got to give it a little brief sand. We'll first wipe down to get off dust, then a brief sand, another wipe down to get off that dust, and then we can pour on top of it. But we're just gonna do little embellishments to make it different. But the same.
Hey guys, this is Adrian.
This is Cory.
Come on, Cory.
Okay, this is Cory.
Yeah, so we're here to remind you to leave a like.
And maybe a comment.
And I guess you could share it if you feel like it.
Or you could even subscribe.
Yeah, that too. Subscribing is good, because that's good for the algorithm, I think.
And our egos.
Yeah, especially those. Those are important. Okay, bye.
So what I'm going for is I'm going to make like a little Dutch pour right here, like to make it kind of look like a crown. If you look at it, kind of looks like a little head, like a face, like right here.
Oh, yeah, I can see Ariana in that.
Yeah, Ariana definitely is in that because she's small enough to fit in that. But I'm going to do with simple silver, metallic silver by Artist Loft, metallic, I was going to try and hold them all at one time, metallic white by Artist Loft, and then a little bit of silver flash by FolkArt. It's got a little bit of a purple, you can't see it, but it's got a little bit of a purple pink hue to it, which I think will go nicely. And then this is Pearl Taupe, but it just looks like a darker silver that I wanted to add some contrast to the crown, and I will put it up towards the top of where I showed you and blow it out and hope that it makes something resembling like the idea of a crown. It'll be, since Glenda, obviously the pink is Glenda, or Glinda. It'll represent the crown that she wears now as the good witch of the direction she's from.
The
East? No, north, south.
Of Oz.
The Glenda, the good witch.
Yes.
Which is subjective, because if you watch the movie...
Yes, you're really good.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I'm going to just be using one color.
Boring.
It's iconic color from The Wizard of Oz, gold. And of course, we're going to do 24 karat gold because why not? And my goal is to make a little yellow brick road. So right here where it splits, I'm going to do a little textured road right here. And the way I'm going to make it textured is I'm going to use some of this good old North Carolina red clay, and I'm going to cover that up with some of the gold and just lay it down like a nice little path. Hopefully we take this Wizard of Oz piece that we actually made a cool short for. Actually, I'll play that right now.
Alphaba,
Glinda,
Alphaba.
Glinda,
I'm a witch.
and I'm a witch.
But which is which?
Well, here's the sitch.
We were roommates back at school.
Alfie's awkward.
Glinda's cool.
We were strangers.
That's no lie.
But now we're besties, ride or die.
The school we go to, it's called
Fizz.
I study hard for every
Quiz.
While Glinda chases boys with
Riz.
But one day we'll both meet
The Wiz.
green,
Pink,
green,
pink,
green.
pink.
Stop. This song's good.
Kind of a bop.
Green,
Pink,
green,
pink,
green.
pink.
Pause. No better team.
In all of Oz.
BFFs.
You know it.
Bet. We'll tell the haters.
Say less.
Good one.
Thank you.
That was great.
Not as great as my roommate, Alfie.
Glinda.
Wanna kick it?
Let's go fly.
Now that'd be wicked.
We're gonna take that and then we're gonna bump it up a few notches. And hopefully it turns out okay.
All right.
With the magic of editing,
We're going to be standing.
Oh man, whoa, Alphaba, relax. Yeah, so Cory just reminded me I'm actually going to be sitting. So with the magic of editing, I'm going to be sitting. So we are going to do some sanding. I'm going to first start off with this 80 grit sanding paper right here. It's like really get in there, really get it nice and coarse. Then I'm going to follow that up with a 120 and then follow that up with a 400. All right, let's get to it. Bye-bye varnish. Ah, this feels so wrong. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I'm actually going to skip the 400. I'm not going to do that. I think that's too fine. But I am going to soften it up just a bit with the 120 grit. All right. Okay, I'm going to talk with Cory and make sure I don't sand the wrong part of his side of the painting. All right, whew, I'm glad I double checked because I was about to sand the wrong part. All right, let's get to it. $120. Alright, so far it's looking good. I'm gonna give it a nice wipe. Actually gonna grab some alcohol and just give it a nice wipe and a little bit of cleaning. That is done. I'm gonna let that dry over there. And in the meantime, we're gonna turn this red clay into a yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow road.
Follow the yellow brick road.
We're off to see the wizard.
Because of the wonderful things he does.
Ooh, look at that already. Looks like chunky cheese. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and lay down some bricks. So far, so good. I'm definitely going to go in and touch up rough spots, but I'm liking how this is turning out. It would be even cooler if we got clay or soil from Kansas. If anyone out there is from Kansas, can you send us some soil? Email us at arc@artsreallycool.com. Ooh, that shine is so good. Okay, now I'm gonna get it fairly flat so it's nice and even and level. Use a little bit more right there. Now I'm gonna use my little hands and I'm gonna clean it up. Couple little smudges. We're just gonna get that like with the tip of my finger. Luckily, this part of the painting is still varnished, so it slides right on off. Okay, I think I'm all done. That is going to take a while to dry, but when it does, it's really going to shine. All right, so in a couple seconds, you're going to see Cory.
All right, boom! Craziness, I'm standing. Whoa! All right, so I'm gonna try not to touch the yellow golden brick road. Looks like there's some dirt in it. All right, so I'm going to put the crown right in this little section. This is metallic white. I'm gonna start, put a couple lines, and then go up. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little silver. I've already got more paint than I need. Add a little bit of silver flash. And then a drizzle of this, but I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Because it's a, give it a little contrast. Now let's blow this out and see what happens. I'm adding some back to try to make defined sections. This isn't quite doing what I want, but we'll get there. Alright, so this is my best attempt. I am not a realistic artist. Abstract is where my home base is. It looks like a tiara, crown kind of thing, kind of, sort of. I'm hoping it dries a lot cooler, but it gets the point across of what I was going for, so we'll do a close-up here in just a moment.
Alright, so here's our piece so far. I think we pretty much got the point across. You can tell that that's a crown. The closer you get, you can see more detail in there. You can see the gems at the top, a little detail in the little different lines. And then my road right now, it looks a little bit like something that comes out of your body that we typically flush, but I think it's going to dry cool. I've seen how this looks dried on another piece before, and I think it really tells the story that we're trying to tell. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, am I blown away? No, but I am satisfied. I think this was a fun challenge.
It looks like a comb, so that goes with your hair. So that's the same thing. I think hopefully when it dries, it'll shine a little bit more and the different colors will have their moment. I know also what typically this gold and clay will turn into, and it looks pretty cool, so I'm hoping that it does the same as we've seen before. But overall, we modified it in a way that is respectful to what it was originally from. I mean, respectful, quote unquote. I feel like it got, as Adrian said, the point across. So, see it dried here in just a moment. Fingers crossed that the golden stuff doesn't stay looking like other stuff.
Poop. Alright. So here is our mostly dried piece. We've only had one day to let this dry because we're having to turn this video around really fast, real quick. I like how this dried, mostly. I like the shine that it has. It definitely has that golden yellow brick road color that I was looking for. However, I think I used a little too much paint because the clay itself didn't have a lot of space to breathe. You can see there's a little bit of holes forming there. I wanted more of that textured, that more holy look, I guess. I'll just make sure I'm mindful of the amount of paint I use next time I use it. But overall, I think we got our point across. I think that's clearly a crown. I think it's really cute. And this, to me, reads Yellow Brick Road. This screams Wicked to me. So, yeah. Is it my favorite? No. But am I okay with it? Yeah.
Alright, so apologies for the voice. New Jersey got me sick. I don't love this because it really mostly looks like a comb to me. So I now know that I have the talent to make a comb. So I guess I'm happy with that. Learned a little bit about myself.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it was a comb for her hair. But overall, it still is very wickedy. I think the yellow brick road goes well with it. It does seem a little, maybe, like it has extra paint to it. It's a little thick. There's not as much separation, but it also kind of makes it seem more like a brick road to me. But yeah, so the enhancements, well, if you go like this, it's enhanced. This, yeah. Anyways, it still says Wicked. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.